What you're looking at is all made from dominoes, and it's Bob Specka's salute to What's New. Bob Specka's right here, and because of some somewhat difficult camera angles, we can't show them to you yet, but we'll give you an idea of what happens. How long did it take you to set this up?
It took about 45 minutes.
Do you have any idea how many dominoes you have in here?
Yeah, about 500, 600 dominoes.
Okay.
This is a relatively small show.
Small effort right here, huh?
Right.
We're going to show you something that Bob did on Johnny Carson later. Right now, we'll refresh your memory with what happens when you just touch one domino, and magically we watch them all go down.
Okay,
right?
you said I could kick this off, right, Bob?
Sure.
Okay. Well, to give you an idea, away we go here. We'll see what happens. If this doesn't work, it's not my fault. You know that.
Right.
Okay. Ta-da! This is wild.
Little spirals.
That's a neat little maneuver. Look at that. Still going. Still going strong.
Falls off the platform.
Last one falls off the platform.
Ta-da!
Now that's
Super.
That's what happened here. We're going to show you what happened on the Johnny Carson show not long ago, and you absolutely fascinated his audiences on the NBC network.
Okay, Bob, want to kick?
Would
Want
you
me to kick it off?
Yeah,
I would like the
It'd be
honor.
an honor, sure.
Watch it. Can I blow this whole thing right here? Here we go.
Good. All right. Pulling around. Whole thing should take about 2 minutes to fall over.
They're
About
moving
there.
very nice. Here we come up to the first ramp.
All right. 2 ramps at
Two
once.
ramps simultaneously.
Okay.
Beautiful.
This will take 2 minutes. The 100,000 should take 35 minutes to fall over, so be a lot of work
All right,
involved.
now we're coming up the NBC logo.
Right. This is pretty nice in different directions.
Hey! That's incredible. There's no way to test this either, is there? You just do it once.
Just from experience, that's about it, and the rest is all, you know, could
It's a
stop
nice
anywhere.
rhythm, isn't it?
Here goes a slow motion ramp. Watch this. Up the ramp and into the glass of water. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So Robbie Craig domino.
Now we're coming around to one of
There's
these.
a Bahama Tom inverted cascade slide for life. It slides down. Here we go.
That is weird.
Slid down thing, started the chain down the floor.
That is sensational.
And see how we're doing here. The next thing is just a clover leaf. It just splits out into 4 little spirals out, you know, like the Santa Monica
Right.
Freeway or whatever.
It's lost and cut off.
It's lost and cut off.
Here we go.
All right. And American flag. This is my favorite one of the things
Watch,
on the floor
watch
here.
the flag. It's going to look like it's waving because you're going to have different rows going at different times.
Very nice. You see little spirals.
They're little. Now here we're coming up to the ramp. Looks like a
The
parking
vertical
garage.
spiral ramp. They seem to accelerate on the way up because of the way it's designed, and they seem to go faster on the way up.
Didn't miss a one.
Right. Continuing down the back, here comes the grand finale ending with the Tarzan swing. There goes across that ramp into the elevator. Yeah!
Mouse traps over there.
The mousetrap at the end.
Boom, 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 boom.
All of that incredible effort was done by this gentleman. This is Bob Specka. That was an incredible performance, really, huh?
Thank you very much.
I heard Carson ask you how long it took you to set it up. You said, what, about 7 hours?
Right.
Is that the longest setup effort you've ever had?
No, that's one of the biggest ones for television, but in New York a couple years ago I set up 100,000 dominoes. It took 9 days to set up.
Now, this is, in fact, the way you make your living, but it didn't start like that. When did you first do this, and why?
Well, I was 15 years old in high school, and I just had a few boxes sitting around, and I started setting them up, and it just knocked them over, and they didn't last very long. So I started buying more just out of fascination with it, never thinking I'd really get on television or anything. And then it just grew really quickly.
How many do you have? How many dominoes now, Bob?
I own 350,000.
But in fact, you are paid, as Warren suggested, by the domino people to actually do this for a living.
Well, Milton Bradley Company gives me free dominoes, so it works out nicely for them and for me. So I don't have to buy.
Is there something to setting them up? I mean, there must be some concern about them hitting properly.
Yeah, especially on the fancy things like you saw on the Tonight Show, the ramps and the spirals and things. They're a lot harder than the straight lines and curves, and it just takes a lot of practice. I think anybody can learn it.
Bob, have you ever had an occasion where, because you do a lot of things where you spell things out, where you have misspelled a word?
Yeah, it's happened once or twice. Yeah,
What?
just
Do you recall what were you trying to spell?
I think for the Hemophilia Foundation in New York, I think I put PHE instead of PHI or something, and I went back and corrected it before the show, but it just gets embarrassing.
Do you build any stopgaps into this in case, heaven forbid, that somewhere along the line somebody kicks this thing or something?
Yeah, when I'm setting up the big one, like at Donaldson's and things, I leave a break every 1,000 or so, or every couple thousand, so that if something should happen on the other side of the room, then only a few hundred will fall rather than the whole thing.
Now, of course, you were at Donaldson's on Wednesday for their grand opening, and thousands of these went down. Folks can see this again tomorrow, Saturday, at Donaldson's in St. Paul.
Right, at about 1 o'clock.
And how many will go down tomorrow?
11,000. Pretty large show there.
We don't want to suggest this is your only talent, because you're also a very, very competitive swimmer. You have hopes to compete in the Olympics.
Hopefully, yeah. I'm competing in Coronado near San Diego and just competing with the swim team there.
Wish you
Good
success.
luck.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Bob Specka at Donaldson's tomorrow. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for joining us here today on What's New. On Monday, we're going to visit with a candy-making expert. In fact, she has a school, and she'll pass along some of her tips to you on What's New.
And we'll go out to the Minnesota Zoo. Steve Martin has a marvelous show on birds of prey. Very interesting, educational, and entertaining.
Of course, Gil Amundsen will be here as well. Have an exciting weekend.